Today, we're going to build the Millennium Falcon using 20 LEGO pieces.
These are all the pieces you are going to need. In the description of this video, I left the piece names, count, and design IDs.
We're going to start with this 1x2, 1x2 bracket piece. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to position this bracket so that the bracket part that goes down is facing me and the open end is facing forward. Now, once I've gotten the right position, I'm going to grab a 1x1 plate with ring. And I want to put that 1x1 plate with ring on the side of my bracket. And this is going to be the canopy of the Millennium Falcon, so I want to make sure it's on the right side of my bracket. So now once I've got it in place, I know that my cockpit's going to be on the right side of my Millennium Falcon. I'm going to turn it over, and you've got that other space underneath the bracket. I'm going to grab another 1x1 plate with ring and just have that plate and ring facing forward. So this is going to be the front of my Millennium Falcon, and this is going to be the back. So once I have those two rings in place, I'm going to grab a 1x3 plate piece. And I'm going to put it so that the side two studs of that 1x3 plate piece go on the two side studs of my bracket piece like this, so it hangs over by one stud. And then what I'm going to do with that hanging over part is I'm going to grab a 1x1 brick with side stud. And I'm just going to put that brick into that 1x1 plate, 1x3 plate, so that the side stud is sticking out the other side. And that's going to be like that circled ends of the Millennium Falcon when it kind of goes on the side. And to create that look, I'm going to grab a 1x1 round tile piece to put on that side stud. Now, this is not my creation. I actually found this on Pinterest. I don't know who originally designed it, but this is the core of the Millennium Falcon, and I loved it. It was a different core than I've ever used before, and so I kind of wanted to share it with you so you can kind of see how to build it on your own. But I really love this core to the Millennium Falcon, which is why we're building it. Now, okay, so here's that canopy piece, that ring canopy. On the back of that ring, where that 1x3 plate is, this is going to be our back, I'm going to grab an extended half circle piece and put it so that the flat end is towards the 1x3 plate, and just attach it to that ring, and the rounded part is on the side. Now when I turn it over to the front of my Millennium Falcon, that side with the ring is going to be the canopy. And so to make the canopy of my cockpit, I've got this 1x1 translucent black round tile for the front canopy of the Millennium Falcon. Now once it's in place, let's build the back engines. To build the back engines, you're going to get a 1x1 plate piece and put that 1x1 plate piece on the center stud of my 1x3 plate like this. And now I can kind of create the curved engines, that glowing blue light behind the Millennium Falcon. And to do that, I'm going to grab two of these cheese wedge slopes and put it so the thin end is on the side and it slopes up towards that 1x1 plate. And once I have those on both sides with the thick ends in the middle, you kind of see how it just sticks up a little bit. I'm going to grab a 1x1 tile in translucent blue to complete the engine look. And now for the front, the front of the Millennium Falcon is just slightly apart. To do that, I am going to grab a 1x2 plate piece and then a 1x1 plate and attach them. So I've got the 1x1 plate on top of my 1x2 plate. I'm then going to get a 2x1 curved slope piece and just put it over the 1x1 plate so it attaches the 1x1 and 1x2 plate like this. And I'm going to attach it to the side ring of my Millennium Falcon, so the thick end is here and it kind of slopes a little bit towards the front. And I'm going to do it at both ends, 1x2 plate, 1x1 plate on top, 2x1 curved slope goes over them to make a solid piece. Attach it to the side, and there's the front of the Millennium Falcon, and now all I have to do is the top. And for the top, we're going to use a 3x3 inverted radar. And now this by itself, it won't fit. It's too big of a gap. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a 1x1 round plate and put it into that bottom of my 2x2 inverted radar dish, so it gives it a little more depth. So now I can attach it to the center top stud here. So they got the stud in the center. Put that inverted radar dish on top, and here's a completed Millennium Falcon. And I just love the core of this and wanted to share it with all of you.
If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe or check out some of our other videos. Until next time, let's keep building together.